Hello everyone, this is Hellession. I'm finally making a comeback to doing Minecraft maps and minigames. This time I've made a data pack for UHC. UHC stands for Ultra Hardcore, so it's like Minecraft Hardcore except Ultra. In reality, it's a PvP setup with no natural regeneration. This means that if you take damage, like I did, you won't be able to regenerate it by hunger. You'll need to find other means of healing HP. This means that items such as golden apples and healing potions are crucial. However, because of how easy you would be able to regenerate health with these potions, regeneration potions are usually banned in UHCs, so are strength 2 potions since they usually make you overpowered. Right here you can see I have only half heart remaining. I don't know how I got here, but here you can see this is a notch apple. They're actually really rare and it gives me serious regeneration. But this is like the only way to get regeneration. You can also use normal golden apples. They only heal 2 hearts and they give you absorption of 2 hearts as well for 2 minutes, which is why people usually eat golden apples right before entering into combat. But as you can see, my regeneration ended. I have absorption for 1 minute 30 seconds, but you can see that no more is regenerating. I can eat another golden apple. I don't know if they stack. We don't stack. But as you can see, I'm healing up more. Being not able to regenerate HP in the UHC means you really have to try your best to defend yourself from all sorts of damage. Usually in surround Minecraft, you can just take a shot from a skeleton and it's okay, you'll regenerate. However, skeletons are really OP in general, so this is why shields are really important. And this is why you should be able to, defend like that from skeletons. In most UHCs, when the game starts, all teams are spread around some distance. Then they usually tend to loot in the mines, sometimes rush the nether for potions, and then come back and converge to 0-0. Before 1.8, when world borders were added, most UHCs just featured a huge bedrock wall. After 1.8, most UHCs that I've seen feature a slowly moving world border. This is the world border, by the way. And it's just a slow world border. It's just slowly moving towards the center. In this case, it's not moving, but usually what it does is just it moves really slowly towards the center. And this is how it used to work in many cases that I've seen. Probably the most distinct feature of my modified UHC is how the world border shrinks. The behavior of a world border is a lot like in battle royales. First, the world border announces where it stops and then waits for a set amount of time. Then it shrinks for a set amount of time, and so on. Also, another probably distinct feature of my UHC is the moving center of a world border. For the many first rounds, the world border's center is at 0-0, basically the center of a world. However, when the world border is already really small, in order to prevent serious camping, the world border center will start moving. It'll always announce where the new center will be located. If you reach round 10, which is called sudden death, you'll be stuck with a 1 block wide world border. I wanted it to shrink to nothing, but Minecraft sadly doesn't allow that. The duration of each round is sadly fixed as of now. I will probably add more options to how quickly the world border shrinks, but once again, sadly it's not customizable because of how Minecraft commands work. Here's a timetable of all rounds in my UHC and how far they shrink. This is designed to last around 2 hours, since most of the UHCs I've seen last 2 to 3 hours. Other more common features you might find are automatic spreading of all players. The datapack offers to set up the game immediately when you reload it. The team select feature is also available for non-operators of the server, and there are 8 teams. Datapack tells you when each team is eliminated, and when one team remains, it announces a winner and lets you set it up again. It's also suited to accept ties, but I'm not sure if it ever happened. When a team wins, depending on their color, everyone gets to listen to a music record, since I thought there needs to be some victory music. Each team plays a different music record upon win. When you die, you immediately become a spectator. When the UHC ends, the datapack will announce interesting statistics like who won, who got the most kills, who killed the most skeletons, who mined the most diamonds, and who ate the most golden apples. Finally, the datapack always reminds the mark every 20 minutes for those who like to release UHC seasons like Minecraft. However, please remember the following facts. In order for the marks to work fine, your server doesn't have to lag. When I tested it with others, lag usually made things last longer than they should, which is kind of bad. I want to add more features, like for example, I want to add a revive feature, where you would sacrifice a golden apple and some other item to revive your teammates. I also want to give an option to remove the weapon delay fully, to make weapons work a bit like they did in 1.8. And as I've said before, I was planning of giving more options in terms of round times. If I do see this data pack used in different UHC seasons, I'll probably prioritize updating this more. Installing the data pack is very easy if you know how to use a computer. Go into this video's description and follow the down link to get this data pack. Then find your world, and within that world, let me show you. This is the world. This is the world in a server. And right here we have the data packs folder. Enter the data packs folder and put the folder that you can find inside of my archive inside. Here we go. And voila, the data pack is now installed. I expect you to be hosting a server of some sort, so the world folder shouldn't be hard to reach. But if you are installing it in a single player world for some reason, an easy way to open the world folder is by selecting a world, and let's say this one, clicking edit and clicking open world folder. There it is. And here's the data packs folder. When you set up the world, please make sure the very center isn't full of water tiles. The reason why is because when selecting the new world border center, the commands for players is used, which avoids water blocks. If you run the entire game with the center being the ocean, the latest stages will move as little as possible or desperately grab onto any blocks that are placed without any water on top. Before the game starts, instruct the players that the changes they make to the terrain will be reflected in the actual game. For example, if they chop down a tree, that tree will be missing in the actual game. There's no regen function for the state of a world. Before you start the game, it is suggested to have time set to day. The reason why is because if it's nighttime and everyone teleports, the data pack might not be quick enough to set time to day and everyone will be surrounded by mobs, even if time is set to day by the time it actually starts. When the game starts, anyone who dies will have their game mode always set to spectator mode. If you want to prevent that mid-game, set the scoreboard value of deaths back to 0. Furthermore, if you feel like reviving everyone who died, there's a function that you can use. There are functions revive_B1, revive_B50, revive_B100, and so on. You can see what kinds of setups are supported when you type out of a command. The suffix b and then number means how far they should be spread out. /function space UHC revive underscore b1000 will revive all dead players and spread them around 500 blocks from the center. Note that this function only works for the center being 0, 0. Maybe I'll make it support the changing center in the future. When spectating, you can notice an armor stand at the very center of a world border. For most of the time, it will be located at 0, 0. Don't kill these armor stands, please. They control the entire UHC. If you kill them, all timers will freeze, and UHC in general will stop working. Finally, if you do play and record the UHC of my datapack and post it somewhere on the internet, do let me know. I'm interested in seeing people playing with the datapack, and I really hope it doesn't fuck up your experience with glitches. Sometime later, I'll likely host a UHC season with people I know. I've already done so with a beta test of my UHC on Twitch, but only with 5 people. Hopefully we'll find a date to get around 8 people in total. Thank you for watching the video. See you later.